Alright. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Okay. Whew. Alright. So, welcome back to Bipolar Beauty. I refuse to say welcome to my channel. Welcome to Bipolar Beauty. Okay. Now that we got that out the way. So, before I just jump right into it, just to give you guys just a little bit of information. Again, I am not a physician of any sorts. But May is the month to celebrate mental health awareness. I know a lot of people don't know that. The only thing I think we correlate with the month of May is Cinco de Mayo. But this is the month to acknowledge mental health awareness, just so you know. Alright? So I'm going to go ahead and jump into my family history a little bit more. I left off discussing Hearn and how I transitioned from there to biological family to being okay. So fast forwarding there, I didn't have to spend so many summers or so much frequent time in Hearn and the other cousin city to that location because my mom and my father moved to Fort Bliss, which is El Paso, which is a very long drive, so I'm guessing we didn't go as often because they didn't want to take that drive. Once we left El Paso, we went to Philadelphia. Philadelphia is where my stepdad was from, and that's where we stayed from that point. When we initially moved to Philadelphia, we did not have our own place. We moved in with my stepdad's family. So it was me, my sister, my mom, and my stepdad. That's 4. And then the house that we moved into already had occupants that consisted of the mother, 3 sisters, and a son. Okay? And a whole lot of fucking roaches. Let's be clear, and mice. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I'm sorry, but that house was nasty. So that's where we stayed. I guess my mother and them had a hard time. I don't know. I'm going to ask her later what was the hold up, but that's where we had to stay for the time being. We were there for quite some time. So, my mom and my dad initially, they were working, and my older sister, she was a teenager, so she was more so hanging outside in the streets doing her own thing. So that left me in the house with Sean. I'm going to use his real name. I'm not going to protect his identity because I don't care. Alright, let's be clear on that. Okay, Sean. The rest of his family members I will protect. They never did nothing to me. For the most part, I know they have acknowledged and believed what I have said about him. So there was Shamor, Tamara, and Dominique. And my stepdad's name was Tommy. And the mother's name was Mary. I'm going to use her name because she didn't believe me, or she was covering up for her son because she's trifling. To that part, okay, and that was it. So we all were underneath this house. Boom, that's what was going on. So it started with my mom. I remember once she left him some money to get me lunch. Sean was my step uncle. He was approximately 15 years of age at the time. Don't know, did not know exact. I just know he was older than me and he was a teenager. I was approximately 9. However old you are in the 4th grade, that's how old I was. I don't know. So my mom left him money to feed me because he's the babysitter. And I remember going to him and telling him that I was hungry, right? He was like, oh, you're hungry? Oh, yeah, well, what are you going to do for me to get up? I don't feel like getting up. Like, give you your shoes? No, he wanted a little bit more incentive. So he was like, first he made me do something stupid like some jumping jacks or whatever. And then I went to turn the channel for him. And then I went to, when I turned the channel, what was on it actually was porn. And he wanted me to do what the girl on the TV was doing. And what she was doing was she was massaging his penis, the guy on the video penis. So I had to rub his penis or whatever. And then he was like, okay, that's enough. And then he took me to get something to eat. That's how that started. After that, anytime he felt like, anytime he could think about it, whenever, however, he would come wake me up, get me from where I was sleeping at. So I would have to come cuddle with him, because in his sick mind, he was treating me like I was his girlfriend, and I was a freaking kid, and nobody seen this. As far as I'm concerned, it went over everybody's head. And he was fat and nasty and disgusting, and so he just reeked. He reeked. He just, I just can't describe the smell for him. And I don't try to remember, but for the sake of what I'm doing here, I've been trying to give you guys the words to connect, to make you feel in that moment, but I don't have a word to describe the way he smelled. It was a horrific smell, and I've never smelled that ever again in my life once we got out of that situation. So he started with the particulars of that and being inappropriate. We finally got our own place, you guys, because at that time we were living in the down hood, rotted part of Philadelphia. Down the bottom is like the hood, Wyalustin Street to be exact. We lived on Wyalustin Street. This street was a hell. It was right next to Philadelphia Zoo, but don't be mistaken. So we moved to the upper part of West Philly, which was 60th Street area. 60th Street. Hey. Okay, so we moved over there, and we were in the little apartment. So it was just me, my mom, my stepdad, and my sister. So it was all good. No, they still want to bring Sean in the mix to babysit me, and by this time I'm like 11, 12. I don't need no babysitter. They decide I need a babysitter. Keep calling this nigga, and incorporate him in everything. And if a child don't want to be around someone, y'all pay attention to that. Some kids are spoiled, and they're just don't want to go there because they don't want to go around discipline, or where they can't do what the hell they want to do. Some kids are crying out. They're too scared to tell on what they consider another adult that this person is doing something to them that's bad. I constantly try to reason with my parents and tell them I could babysit myself. Please, y'all, don't let him come over here. I'm begging my sister not to leave me. All types of things, red flags that was ignored. And this boy had been grooming me. So he comes over and babysits me one night, you guys. This was the icing. Well, not icing. Ain't shit sweet about it. Be clear. Okay, let me take a shot before I talk about this. And if you got something, you might want to take some too, because you're not going to want it. I'm going to tell you some deep shit. By the way, my friend told me to tell you guys what I was taking shots of. Ciroc watermelon, which is sponsored by myself and my bank account. And yeah, it's good. Yeah. Take that. Okay, so this particular night he was babysitting me, and he was playing a video game. We were in my bedroom, and he was sitting at the foot of the bed. I remember him telling me I couldn't play. I had to wait. You gotta wait. Alright, fine, I'll wait. And y'all, I was really timid. I did what I was told. You didn't get a fight out of me. I was not a bad child at all. If you told me to do something, I was going to do it kind of kid. So he told me if I wanted to play, he started with do this task thing again. And he asked me if I wanted to play, I would get a pencil out of my book bag. Because earlier I was over there with my color pencils, drawing or whatever. So he asked me to get a pencil out of my thing. So I'm like, okay. I give him a pencil, a regular pencil with an eraser and a sharpened point. And he turns the game off, and he turns around and he says, do you know what I want to do with this? I'm like, no. He was like, I want to put this in you. And I'm a kid. And I'm like, I don't want you to put that in me. That's going to hurt. I tried to reason with him. He was not going for it. He let me know I was not going to play that game. And I damn sure wasn't going to get my 3 chicken wings and fried rice from the Chinese store later on. Like, it was going to be a long night. And he has done that to me in the past. Hold out on me until I do what he wants me to do. So I gave in. My only condition to him was can you not stick this pencil, this sharpened pencil, directly in my vagina? Can you use my underwear? If I take my pants off, I wanted the underwear to be a shield. He told me, yeah, he would. Yeah, I'll do it. I promise. I promise. Lay down. I mean, before I could lay my back flat down on the bed, this pencil was jammed up there. It was jammed up my vagina, sharpened and all. You ever had the wind knocked out? You ever been punched in your stomach to where you can't breathe? You're in shock, so you're just there. You know it's you, but it's such a out of body experience that you don't want to feel it, because then it makes it real. I didn't even know what he was doing. I know to run. I knew to run. I got up and I ran. You know, and the way that apartment that we stayed in was, my bedroom was here and the bathroom was the longest run of my life. It's a long, long haul. I got to the bathroom, and do you know that as I stood against the door and I was looking down, the pencil was still in me. I had to pull it out. And I was bleeding. I was wiping. I remember sitting on the toilet and trying to break this pencil. He won't be getting this again. He went too far this time. And he's at the bathroom door. Boom, 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 boom. Let me in, let me in, let me in. Let me in. And I'm crying. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? We was just playing. We was just playing. We playing. He's trying to, coerce me into we was playing. It was my fault. So through the door, he talks me into opening the door because he tells me that I was moving and that's what happened and that's wasn't supposed to, blah, 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 blah. He gave me this long story. I knew something wasn't right. I still didn't say anything. I still didn't say anything to anybody. I think the way it came out was my sister, we were watching TV or something, and it was Lifetime, of course. They will point their finger at every topic, won't they? But it was something on there about sexual child abuse or something, and she was like, if anybody ever do that to you, you better tell me. And I'm like, yeah, Sean, all the time. And she took me in a room to my parents, and she was like, she got something to tell y'all. And I've never been so scared in my life, because he told me, when you tell somebody, they're not going to believe you, and you're going to break up your family. So I said it, and the explosions came. Everyone was mad, irate, and going at it. And my mom was holding my dad back. He was trying to talk about he about to go kill him. My mom saying, let's call the police. And I'm like, this is exactly what he said. And now they're going to get divorced. And this is going to happen. And everything, do you know everything that he said would happen? Happened. I remember even going down to the station, the detective, the way they talked to me, the way they handled me. I remember at the hospital that they didn't even take the precautions to understand that someone had just violated me and penetrated me. And there they was with this long ass Q-tip. Like, we have to. And you gonna hold me down? I just got held down. You know what I'm saying? No one saw that a teenage boy was interested, okay, and willing to come babysit a very young, adolescent black girl. Broken family. My family was already broken. No one saw that red flag. Like, boys don't be trying to babysit. They be running from that shit. I'm trying to go with my homies. I'm not doing that. Willingly, always there, ready, able, for free. No one saw that. This boy had a history. Sean had a history of doing this with his own biological nieces. So if I'm his step niece, that ain't shit. He don't give a fuck about me. What the like? And these people knew that, and they still allowed me to be in that situation. Nobody spoke up. Nobody. Until after the fact. After it happened, everybody got something to say. Well, such and such did. No, fuck that. That's the problem. Everybody want to be quiet all the time. If someone would have said something, I wouldn't have to go through that shit. That was years of humiliation. Because people want to cover up. And they want to be quiet. That shit's dead. And I'm not covering up for nobody else. It's your dirty secret. If I gotta live with it every day, and I gotta deal with it, so the fuck with you. I don't care where you are today in today's state. I don't care if you evolved. I don't care if you found Jesus. I've had to stand in a funky ass church in Hearn, Texas with one of my motherfucking pedophile ass, perversion ass men standing in front of me praising God. That's appropriate though. Ain't that black culture for you? Sweeping under the rug. He found the Lord. No, that's bullshit. I'm done.